Well, hello, this another update here for the My Favorite Martian spaceship that I've been working on. I got some progress done today. It's probably about 80% complete. Just want to go through some of the steps I've been doing up to this point. As you can see in front of you right now, this is something new that was introduced through Peer Graphics. And their photo etch kit was the CCTBS. It's the Catoid Ray Centrifugal Time Brachyscope. It comes in 4 different parts. You kind of fold them together and makes a little suitcase out of it with the console with the radar screens underneath it. So let me see if we can open her up. It's on a hinge, which is pretty cool. Opens up. And there you go. One complete CCTBS. It took about maybe 30 minutes to put together with the gluing process. I did use CA glue because it says photo etch, and we got one item complete. So set that off to the side. As far as the top half of the ship here, put that in place. So you can get some light in here. I went ahead with some of the photo etch part as far as the instrument console, as you can see right here. Let me bring it here. Alright. I'm kind of working in the garage, so I don't have too much light here, but maybe you can see that. I did choose one of the decals on there for the instrument panels, and actually glued the photo etch instrument panel. If you notice, it basically is flush up against the contours of the front part of the ship there. Not unlike if you use the original instrument panel, which is a clear part. This actually gets recessed back in there. But since we are using the photo etch part, it is a flush all the way around. Let me see if I can grab something here. As you can see, it's flush right up against the contour of the front part of the ship here, where the instrument panel goes. So there you go. There you have it on that part. And as far as putting together the door panels with the hinges and brackets, I had to do a little work on that. As you can see, we do not glue the hinges per the instructions, and so that way we can open and close the doors. Hopefully this will work. I test fitted this already. So there you have it. Doors closed all the way around. I just got to do a little cleanup work on it, but overall it came out pretty good. Now, one of the things you have to remember to do, I'll turn this upside down so we can see it, is basically do not glue this little bracket piece on first. Basically what you have to do is insert the hinge into its position. Then you go ahead and glue the little bracket on there, hold the hinge in place. Then you can go ahead and glue the hinge part onto the lower half of the door panel. But if you are using photo etch, they do recommend you put the photo etch piece on first over the slot where the hinge goes. Then you put the hinge on. So that's basically the steps I went with that. Hinge, bracket, and then I glued the other part of the hinge onto the lower half of the door panel once the photo etch piece was glued on with CA glue. Let's flip this back over and we'll open it back up. Now, I did go ahead and use some flat NATO black Tamiya, and then afterwards, after I dried that, I went ahead and put some Future on there, kind of gloss it up a little bit. The windows are not in there as of yet because they are clear plastic. I want to wait till the very last part of the build for that, so that it doesn't get all smudged or anything like that. I believe with the two windows, somebody was saying that one window to the other, port starboard, maybe two different sizes, so just make sure that when you put the pieces in, we have the correct match for each of the windows on there. I did say do some grinding work, because what happens, and I used my little Dremel tool, with a little sand drum attachment to it, because the thing you have to remember is when you're using the photo etch, it takes up some more room there, so that the door panels initially don't fit very well. You have to actually grind either side or one side of the door panel frame in order to fit it. So that took a little bit of some doing, because I actually had to trim back some of the photo etch material on the door panels, or the actual door padding is what they call it, just so that we get a nice closure, as you can see. So that's the steps I took on that particular part of the build. The next step that I did was our seat. Now they gave you some options on the seat buckles. This is a 4-point connection is what I chose, with the the smaller little buckles for the belt straps. Now if you recall, in my previous video I was wondering what these were for, and a little light bulb went off, and they kept saying webbing as far as the instructions were concerned. So I guess I have 4 strips of this narrow strips of, actually it's paper, and that's considered the seatbelt straps. So that is what I used. So as you can see here, the instructions say 4 points for the attachments. They ask if you do one of the common part of the seat belt to make notches. I didn't want to really make notches in the seat, so basically what I did was basically just fit it on the inside of each of the 4 points there, so that it does not obstruct the upper half of the hull when you put it on top. So that came out pretty well. I may go back and put some silver on this, or kind of rough it up a little bit, since it's basically just vanilla paper. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, that's that for that part of it. And what we can do here is just kind of give you a mock of what it's going to look like. Basically it's just going to kind of snap together here. Let me see if I can do this on camera. Alright, there we go. Snap together, and it's looking good. I'll go ahead and open this up here so we can get an idea. Just open it up, and there you have it. Like I said, we're about 80% done on this build. I am thinking about lighting this kit up, because there's plenty of room here on the front part of the ship itself there. It's just a matter if I want to kind of use some SMDs, or maybe a single LED light, maybe use the 3 volts, 6 volts method. I'm still deciding on that. That might be part of the finale, because like I say, I don't see too much as far as what's left to build on this thing. So I still have to glue the legs on, and of course the logo sign. But I just want to give you a quick little update on this, and my build process that I was doing for the day, because I don't really see too many step-by-steps on this build on the YouTube. So I figure I'd show you my version of it. And without further ado, thanks for watching and subbing, and we'll catch you on the finale of this build with lighting and possibly another little diorama set. Until then, have a good day. Catch you later.